I think there's a little bit of creative energy that comes from everybody being in the same place and like sort of the urgency of like, we've got this one shot getting it right. And that sort of drives progress and momentum.
I'll be candid with you. Say what I think you said. What are the negatives?
Yeah.
I, I've experienced very few.
Okay.
The only real one was sometimes trying to get the moderator's attention,
Mm.
uh, and then not, suddenly three people want to say something at once, and it's a little bit more awkward because you're online.
I think conversation between participants can be a little bit more difficult
Mm.
online. And sometimes I have to work really hard to make it feel like a conversation and not me just asking individuals and everybody, taking their turn when I call on them to answer a question. So I find when I moderate in person, there's a lot more organic conversation that happens, not only just with me and them, but also among the participants. And I don't see as much conversation among participants online as I do when we're all sitting around a table.
It's like the difference between, again, you're having a party with your friends in person, you're having a party with your friends on Zoom. Everyone would kind of rather have a party with their friends in person.
Hmm.
So I think to me, that's one of the things that we are always looking at is like, how are they going to enjoy this experience? Again, shorter, smaller groups, only have our group versus a 2 hour group. And how do you replicate that kind of sense of, camaraderie and just kind of people enjoying each other's company and playing off each other a little bit more?
Is I think it might take a little bit, as expected, longer to establish a rapport. When you're all around a table in the same room, it kind of very quickly, you're all in this together and you can sort of talk over each other, but it always works kind of sorry about that, in a kind of a more, it just, the flow I think is smoother from the outset. You, in an in-person setting, you are a little bit more nimble, I think, in what you can switch in and switch out. This isn't working. We're not going to do this one for the second group, or even in the middle of a group, you can pop in and talk to the clients. I think you have a little, at least I feel that you can maybe make changes a little bit more quickly and kind of course correct than in an online group.